Hello, in this video I will be explaining you how to build an OR gate using a transistor. So this is the circuit which I have built on a breadboard for making an OR gate using two transistors. So in this circuit I have used two transistors. The transistor here that I have used are two NPN transistors. You can see here this two black transistors here I have used are BC547 transistors, and the pin for the transistors are as the first one is the collector, then the second one, the center one for this transistor is the base, and the third one is collector emitter. Again similarly for this transistor, first is collector, base, and then emitter. So the pin would be same for both the transistors. And to build an OR gate, both of these transistors are connected in parallel. So now let me explain you this whole circuit using a circuit diagram. So for an OR gate we have to build, if you have to build an OR gate, you have to connect these two transistors in parallel connections. So this is the circuit. Here this is my first transistor, this is NPN transistor, and again similarly this is also NPN transistor, both are connected in parallel. So now I have connected a plus 5 volt supply which goes to the collector of both of my transistors, and then the base of both of the transistors are connected to two different inputs. First transistor is connected to an input A through a 10 kilo ohm resistor, and similarly the second transistor is connected to an input B using a 10 kilo resistor. Now finally the the emitter of both the transistors is connected at a point which goes which goes to the ground through a 10 kilo which connects to the ground using a 4 kilo ohm resistor. Now to see the output of what the logic is using the transistors, I have connected a LED at the junction where both the emitters meet. So I have named this terminal as output O, which through which I have connected an LED, and finally this LED is connected to the ground. So here let me explain you this whole circuit in this breadboard. So this my 5 volt supply I have taken through this power board, which when I turn on, this gives 5 volt supply, and when I turn off, there is no supply. Now this red wire is the plus 5 volt supply, and this white wire is the ground. So here the line on the right is the plus 5 volt supply, and this on the left is the ground. So now in this circuit, this 5 volt supply goes to the collector terminals of both the transistors. So here on the right I have plus 5 volt supply which is connected to this red wire which goes at the collector terminal of my first transistor. Here you can see this red wire is connected to the collector terminal of the first transistor, and also the 5 volt supply goes to the collector terminal of second transistor. So here I have also connected a yellow wire. Here you can see this yellow wire which is also connected to this 5 volt supply. It also goes to the collector terminal of second transistor. So now this is the collector connection with the 5 volt supply. Now since both of the transistors have different inputs connected to the base, so and using they are connected through a 10 kilo ohm resistor. So the on the breadboard circuit you can see this, the center terminal here is the base, is connected through a 10 kilo ohm resistor, which further goes to this yellow wire which is connected again to the 5 volt supply. So I will be taking the input using the 5 volt supply. Again the second transistor here is connected to a resistor at the base terminal, which again goes to a yellow wire which is connected again to the 5 volt supply, which is the input B. So these are the input A and input B connected to this transistor 1 and transistor 2 respectively. Now this emitter terminals, both the both the transistors have emitter terminal connected to the ground using a 4 kilo ohm resistor. So here I have taken the transistor 1 emitter terminal connected to a green wire which goes at this point here, and also the emitter terminal is of second transistor here, this one is connected at the same point, which then is connected to a resistor which is of 4 kilo ohms. This 4 kilo ohm resistor is then finally connected through this blue wire to the ground. So this is how this much connection is made. Now we have to see from this output part. So here also this emitter terminal is connected to LED. So here I took both the wires of emitter at this green wires at this point. Also at this point you can see with this resistor I have connected a LED also. So this positive terminal of LED also is also connected with the same line. As you can see here, I have connected emitter comes with LED and ground, a resistor. So here you can see emitter, LED and ground, resistor. So this is this much connection. Now this LED is also connected to the ground here. So this negative terminal of the LED connected with the blue wire. So this blue wire then goes here to the ground. So this is how the connection of an OR gate is made. So now I have to see this practical working of this. So for an OR gate we have 4 cases. So in the first case we have is when input A is 0 and B is 0. So the OR gate has a Boolean expression of A plus B is equal to output. So if input A and input B both are 0, then according to the Boolean expression A plus B, the output also should be 0. So now let's see what the output is for this practical experiment. Now here the input A and B are connected to this 10 kilo ohm resistor. So in this circuit the base is connected with this 10 kilo ohm resistor and this yellow wires are the input. So I will just remove this these 2 wires from this 5 volt supply, this one and this one. So this one was for A and this one was for B. So A is removed, B is removed. So here we get A is 0 and B is 0. Now let's see what we get output when we turn on the power supply. So here I will turn on the power supply. So you can see the LED is on. So I have turned on the power supply and we have A is 0, B is 0 and the LED is off. That means the output is also 0. So this means for according to the Boolean expression A plus B is equal to output. So A is 0, B is 0. So 0 plus 0 will be 0. So the output is 0. So the first case for the OR gate is true till now. Now let's see the second case. So here let me first turn off this power supply. We have in this second case we have input A is 0 and input B is 1. So here according to the circuit, A is 0, the first transistor has 0 input and second transistor B has 1 input. So what will this make? This is the second input B. So I will just have to connect this. B is 1, so I will just connect this with power supply, 5 volt power supply, and since A is 0, I will not connect this first transistor's base pin with any of this power supply. So we have A is 0 and B is 1. Now let's see what the output is. Now I have turned on this power supply and as you can see here the output is 1. So according to the Boolean expression, if A is 0 and B is 1 and A plus B is equal to the output, so 0 plus 1 will be 1. So this is the output, that is the LED is high. Now coming to the third case. So in this third case we have A is 1 and B is 0. This was very similar to this second case in which we had A is 0, B is 1. This is just can be taken as the inverse of this case. So where A is 1 and B is 0. So again here, let me just turn off this power supply. Instead of this transistor receiving 0 input in second case, in the third case this will be receiving high input and this will be receiving low input. So we just have to remove the input for B, second, there is a second input, and just insert the input with the first one. So first transistor is now connected with the power supply and the second transistor is not connected with any power supply. So now according to this Boolean expression, when A is 1 and B is 0 and A plus B is equal to output, so A plus B is equal to output and 1 plus 0 will be 1. So the output should be high again here also. So now when I turn on this power supply, let's see the output is high. So this is also correct, the third case is also correct, and till now we can see that this is an OR gate. Now let's see the fourth and the last case, when A and B both are 1. So if A and B both are 1, according to the Boolean expression, 1 plus 1 will be 1 only, so that means the output will be high only here. So now let's turn off this power supply and we have to connect input for both the transistors A and B, because A and B both are 1. So A and B both are 1, so both the transistors will be receiving high inputs. So in the previous case, case 3, we had A is 1 and B is 0. So the first transistor was receiving input, but the second was not receiving any input. So here B is also receiving input. So I will just connect the second transistor also with the input. So here I have A connected with the input using this yellow wire, and B also connected with the input using this yellow wire. So now both the transistors are receiving input. So according to the Boolean expression, A plus B is equal to 0 is equal to output O. So 1 plus 1 will be 1. Now let's see the output. Let me turn on this LED. This is on and the output is high. So this is also the case for OR gate, and since all the 4 cases are true, we have successfully built an OR gate using 2 NPN transistors. You can also use PNP transistors for building the same circuit. Now there's one more thing that I need to explain you. That's this how the circuit works. So let's just consider this first case when A was 0 and B was 0. So here in this case, when A was 0 and B was 0, we can say that when a 5 volt supply is passed through this collector, both the collector receives plus 5 volt supply. Okay, but when A is 0 and B is 0, both the inputs are 0, and this both the transistors which are acting as a switch, there won't be any connection between the collector and the emitter for both the transistors here and here also. So the current will reach till here, collector of both the terminals, but won't reach till the emitter of both the transistors. So here, since there will be no input here at both the emitter terminals, so this output terminal will receive 0 input, and since there is 0 input here, LED will be having 0 input, and since input is 0 here, the output will be 0, that is the LED will be off. This is the first case. Now if we consider the second case, when input A was 0 and input B was 1, let me show you that. See this case, in input 0 is 1, input A is 0 and input B is 1. So here input A is 0 and input B is 1. Okay, so this part A is 0, so this transistor switch will be off, because this base is not allowing collector and emitter to connect here, so there won't be any input from this part of the circuit. we can just consider that there is no connection here. So there's a connection between this part only, because B is 1. So this part base is receiving high input here. So there is a connection between collector and emitter from this part of the circuit. So this 5 volt goes from here, and the current passes from collector to the emitter here. And since there is a high input at this emitter, its output also receives high input, and hence this LED also receives high input and LED turns on. Now this is very similar to this third case, which has input A is 1 and input B is 0. So here this is just the inverse of this case, when here we have input A will be 1 and input B is equal to 0. So this part won't be acting as a connection for this circuit, and this is the only part that we have to consider. So the 5 volt supply will go to here, the current will pass from this collector to this emitter, because this base will make the connection between the collector and emitter, because it's receiving high input from A, and there won't be any connection between this collector and this emitter because B is 0. So this switch will be off. Now there is high input on this emitter, so this output will receive high input, and finally this LED will be on because it's receiving high input. Now the final case, when both A and B are 1, since even if each one of them was high, the LED was glowing. So now since both of them will be high, both the like this collector terminal is receiving high input, this collector terminal is receiving high input, and both the base are high. So there is connection between collector and emitter terminals for both the transistors. So both the emitter terminals are receiving high input, and hence this output terminal and the LED is also receiving high input. So the LED will be on in this case also. So hence this all makes the connection for an OR gate using 2 NPN transistors. I hope you understood what I explained. If you have any doubts, you can ask them in the comment section below. Also, please share this with your friends, and please do like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you.